Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the ancient island of Rhodes, called Rhodes Town these days, Rhodos in ancient terms. The place has been thousands and thousands of years. It's part of an important trade route. Got Turkey over to the east and all the way up to Italy and Spain over to the west. So the Venetians, the Ottomans, the French, the Spanish, they've all had an interest in it over the years. This is the fabulous palace of the Grand Master. The Knights Hospitaller occupied this place for a good couple of hundred years. There are a proper League of Nations, English, French, Provence, Auvergne, Germany, Spain, and of course Italy. Probably a democratic union. But like most soldiers of fortune, they enjoy a pint. So let's finish off with the culture vulture and see what we can find. Welcome to Rhodes. Once you've done Palace of the Grand Master and Street of the Knights, about 2 minutes walk, you come to this nice little shady square under which Karpathos Cafe sits. Family run since 1968. In my head, that doesn't sound like too long ago. It's worked for 50 years now. But it's under the shade of these two great big massive trees. And it's got a good selection of craft beer. I'll ping the menu on in a second. I've gone a bit rogue. I didn't have the one that I wanted. But they have replaced it with a different one. So this is the Magic Bus by 608 Brewing. They're based in Galitsi in the north part of Athens, and the 608 is in reference to the bus route that runs past the brewery there. They're a nomadic brewer, so they use other people's kit in the main. And a bit similar to the Lindos brewery, that is attributed to the Metamorphosis brewery on the back here, so they must have a big brewing line for sale and a canning facility. It's another excellent 500ml can. If the 608 in Athens looks like that, I'm catching it. It's a 7.5%. I'll stick the price up afterwards because I'm not too sure it's off the menu. There's a lovely tropical hop off the top of that. It's got like a bitter pineapple smell to it. Doesn't say on the tin what's in it. So it's got barley, wheat, has got flaked oats and flaked barley, so it should be nice and smooth. Let's go. Yamas. Well, that's super refreshing. After Vicky Cam taking me around 2.5-3 hours worth of culture this morning, that's a real nice, like a dry orange on the front of your tongue, and then that fades to like a slight tropical bitterness. That pineapple slightly coming in again. It's nice being your body beer as you'd expect for 7.5%, and very, very refreshing. Get into the tree, 6 or 7 that you can choose from, and have a rest out of the sun and agriculture. One more bit, but Karpathos is lovely. Cheers. Up on the way out of town towards the Palace of the Grand Master. This is Charlie's Beer Garden. They focus on craft beer, cocktails, whiskey with an E in it, and crack. So you might have devised from that. It's an Irish themed bar. But that's where it ends. They've got an association with Seven Island Brewery out of Corfu. So all 6 of their taps have their beer on. That's a fabulous selection. Got a Pils, got a lager. But they've also got a couple of, and that's a brewery that's really going places. It's set up in 2014. I know the nickname of the two guys is Lefty and Costas. I'll see if I can stick their full Greek names down on the bottom. But they're expanding them into the States, and they've won gold, silver and bronze medals for all their beers. They've got lager and pils here. They've got Citra Crush, which is, if you're just after a glass of orange juice, that's the one to go for. But I've gone for one of their silver medal winners. This is Alien Jam number 2. This is a sour beer, about 6.5%, and it's got a lovely jammy type of like a tinned apricot. It's got that smell off the top of it. It smells very sweet, absolute banger. This was 2/3, €7. Yamas. Oh. There's loads of orange, loads of tinned tropical fruit. It's even got that slight fizziness to it, as if the fruit's gone off a bit. It's getting on for a thick body, and there's just loads and loads and loads of orange. Loads of it. It's like an apricot and a mango type sensation. It's lovely. Thoroughly recommend that. And if you quite have a pint, but a 2/3 taster, that's pretty good. We're here pretty late in the day. I think they're closing up in about half an hour. Not a too bad little crowd in. There's a very Irish looking guy who sits by the door. That I assume is Charlie. His bar's pretty good. Cheers. We're in Beerokouto, which is a specialist Greek beer bar. It's not too far from the Sea Gate, so you have to worm your way off the main street. It's just slightly off, as all good places are, just tucked in a back street. Little hidden gem. It says it focuses in on Greek craft. It's got a bit of a generic feel to it, especially up here. Just could be anywhere. It's got a great vibe down out on the street, where those tables are absolutely packed. We've gone for a flight. Flights seem to vary between about €14 to €19. Get 200 odd mil of 4 different beers, so no idea how much this one is, but gone for 4 beers from Siris. So they're based up in Thessaloniki, like the 3-finger trident that comes down at the top end of Greece. Set up in 2013 by a guy called John Marmoralis, rather. And they're in the ancient city of Siris. I've had their beers before, and they are always excellent. This is one I haven't had before. This is Irish Red, 5.2%. It's got a lovely deep red colour to it. It's got a lovely caramel toffee nose. It smells like a proper Irish beer. Let's give it a go. Yamas. That's nice. It's not quite smooth enough to be a proper Irish red for me. They need to have that really nice creamy finish. This has got a slight tingle of carbonation. It smells wonderfully of caramel, but the taste is a bit more dialed down. It's more fruity on the taste, more sort of like a red currant. It's still very, very quaffable. And being able to have a nice little palate of stuff. Got a whole range of about 8 draft beers you can chip and change if you want to do for the tasting board. And the menu is massive. It is a verified venue on Untapped, so you can check out all the stuff beforehand. I think most bottles about €6, €7, €8. Soundtrack's pretty good. And other than that, you can go grab a table outside, go for it. But upstairs, not too bad. Cheers.
It's like
The main sort of like tourist hub spot of Rhodes Old Town is Hippocrates Square. Out of it, I'm not a massive fan of it. It's full of grabbers. It's right by the sea gates. As soon as you come here, it's just everyone trying to get you into the bar. The most popular thing seems to be having a massive boot of like 2 pints of Mythos, or some sort of outrageous cocktail. Now, once you get elevated off the main sort of square bit, it's much more attractive. We're sat on top of Cellar Lights, which is off license. Doesn't have any drinking sort of spot, but it does have this set of steps which goes up and over where you can sit and enjoy one. So they've got a good fridge of Greek beer which you can drink out in the main square. This Magnus was only €1.60, so a bit of a bonus. This is Brewery of Rhodes, set up by Manos Papadimios in the 1980s. Tourist driven, does 3 lagers. Does this, which is about 5%, I think, 4.9. Does a light, and then it does a premium, which is like the Knights of Rhodes. But at £1.60 you can't get too far wrong, so let's give it a try. Cheers. The cold is a real sort of like grassy refreshingness to it. There's a nice bit, like hoppy bitter end at the end of it, like it's got like a Bavarian sort of hops, just giving it that nice bitter bite. But €1.60, it's a bit of a bargain. If you do want to come to the main square and not potentially get trapped in one of the tourist honeypots, Cellar nights and a little sit on the steps is well worth it. There's a Elvis and someone else wailing over my shoulder, so as soon as this is finished, we'll be off. Yamas. This is the roof garden of Minos pension, stuck to the back of the Old Town, but you've got a fabulous view of the boats just over my shoulder all the way around. They serve a proper local beer, so Rhodes does have a couple of breweries, and that Kunios, Panios, they've been here since like early 1980s, probably brewing for the tourists on the island, and this is their 5% Pilsner beer called Zythos. It's got like a little sweet smell off the top of it. Yes. Oh, it's nice, it's crisp, very sweet and refreshing. I'd say it's a lot sweeter than Mythos and Alpha. But they also make carbonated fruit drinks, so you'll see them pop up a lot, and they're just up brewing in the centre of the island and well worth giving a try if you fancy a proper local pint. And up here on the Minos roof garden, looking pretty good. Cheers. If you do come to Rhodes, Old Town is right down near the port, but the original ancient city of Rhodes is up on the top of the hill. And it's got this fabulously preserved running track and stadium behind us, small little auditorium, and then there's some remnants of the Acropolis up at the top. This is completely free, you just got to put in the 25-minute sweaty walk to get up here, but absolutely cracking.
It's late.